Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, swings down the sideline, throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew. And guys, we are here to have some fun. We got about an hour before kickoff, maybe about 53 minutes actually. And we got a lot to get to, man. This is going to be a very, very important game for the San Francisco 49ers. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's go ahead and get down with the get down, okay? First and foremost, if it's your first time here on the YouTube page, we hope you guys enjoy it. I don't know how you found it, but hopefully you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know exactly when we're going live. Give us a follow on some of our social media pages. We have Snapchat, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Those handles are Nothing But Nine ERS. We also have Facebook and Twitch. Those handles are Nothing But Niners. That's spelled all the way out. No numbers in there. Nothing But Niners. Okay, we are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook. We are live right now here on YouTube. I should be live on Instagram also, but I didn't put that one on there. My apologies, guys. Last but certainly not least, though, the place to be, especially on game days, man. This is where the magic happens. Make sure you guys aren't the last ones to get there. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. We've got 4 different tiers there, 5 if you count the free one. We've got the $1 tier. That is for your experience on game days when the game is on prime time, where anybody can just turn on their television and get it. Then we have the $5 tier, which will get you all the games. Then we have the $10 and $20 tiers, which get you bonus content, okay? So go over there and make sure you guys are taking advantage of it, all right? We got to do a little bit of bounce back here, man. Niners, it's been too long. I feel like we haven't taken a victory shot in a long time. Where the comments go? I just saw the comments. Look, victory shots today for sure. Ronnie, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. MBN Chan, I'm not giving up on Houston. They still got a shot. I have no idea if they still have a shot, man. I've been getting ready for the show. But listen, man, I'm not running from the smoke. I'm leaving the tweet up. I'm not going to delete it. I said that Houston was going to do what the Niners were supposed to do last week, and man, oh, man, did I look wrong. We got a nice, ugly game coming up, though, guys, today for the San Francisco 49ers. I want to talk about some of that, okay? Let's do a screen share here. We are going to break down some of the tweets that have been shared, all right? My man 49ers Ede Ancho. What's going on, big dog? Listen, we got the 49ers inactives today, and we have the Rams inactives for today, all right? Joshua Dobbs, Darrell Luter Jr., George Kittle, Tatum Bethune, Ben Barch, and Deebo Samuel are the 49ers' 6 inactive players for today. And I'm starting here because this is important, guys. This is really, really important. We don't expect much from Joshua Dobbs. We know who he is, where he is. He's the 3rd quarterback on the team. That's the name that you should see every single week. You should see that name every week. No surprises there. But Darrell Luter Jr., we got to get it together, big dog. There were some high expectations for Darrell Luter Jr. coming out this season. And I'm not saying that it's a disappointment that he's injured or inactive today. It's probably a good sign, speaking to the depth and things like that. Sorry, I'm just looking around the league right now. 2-point conversion is good for the Browns. Oh, man, we got some games going on, man. George Kittle. The 49ers love to make me look crazy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The Niners love to make me look crazy, and I am a bit crazy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm out there. You know, I'm one of those guys. I'm not like a toenail chewer or anything like that, but I'm crazy in a different way. Like, I have my crazy, lavish ideas, and I'm not ashamed of them, you know? Hey, when you're done with that fan, just turn it towards me, okay? I get my crazy, lavish ideas, my little conspiracy theories, perfect, and so on, and I stick with them. I ride with them, right? And I told you guys that something happened. The 49ers admonished our young running back, and he's probably not going to start and all that. And the Niners said, not only is he going to start, Mike, he's going to be another 100-yard rusher in game 2. And he did it. And he did it, right? It's nuts. He did it. 100-yard game. Now, he didn't get used the first series. Maybe that was a punishment. I don't know. But they did something. Then I come back this week, and I'm talking with Wayne. I'm talking with the guys from 49ers Hive on the pregame shows, the face-off Fridays and all that. And you know what I said? With all the confidence in the world, George Kittle's going to play in this game. Don't fall for it. George Kittle's going to play in this game. Guess who's inactive? You freaking guessed it. George freaking Kittle. Giving me the middle finger again. George, if you were still mad about the sweatshirt, the hoodie that we made, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, okay? You don't have to keep doing this to me, George. Okay, we apologize. We talked about it. I thought we were cool. We sent the text messages. You don't have to continue to make me look crazy out here in these 49ers streets, okay? But George Kittle is out. Then we got offensive lineman Ben Barch, and then we already knew about it, but Deebo Samuel is out. Guys, you got Christian McCaffrey on IR. Deebo and George out. The Avengers, the Big Five, they're gone. It is time. Do y'all see who's behind me? Can y'all see who's in my background? It's time for these two to get their, I don't have the beep, and it's not 8 minutes in. It's time for them to get their stuff together, guys. We need it this week. I need Brandon Ayuk to have 249 receiving yards this game. And I need the whole world and the Rams defensive coordinators to know it, that Brandon Ayuk is getting the ball. I want this kind of pressure on Brandon Ayuk. E. Nice says, how did Dobbs get hurt? He's not hurt. He's just the third quarterback, so he's inactive. He's just the third quarterback, so he's inactive. He's not injured. This is just the inactive list. I need this kind of pressure on our guy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is the kind of pressure we need to see on Brandon Ayuk. All right? And Brandon Ayuk, let me be very clear with what I'm saying here. I am going to be judging you and Brock Purdy, the both of y'all, and your chemistry together based off of the outcome of this game. This game and this game alone. And for everybody that's out there who wants to defend and come up with reasons to why they shouldn't be successful, I'm going to say no. No, not true. Kyle Shanahan handpicked these players. He handpicked this team. You give this nice deal to Brandon Ayuk to be your wide receiver 1, not option 4. You give this guy the 5th highest paid contract at the time of signing for a wide receiver. He's supposed to be option 1. He's not supposed to be down the pecking order behind Christian McCaffrey, behind Deebo Samuel, behind George Kittle, and then him. And if we go based off what we've seen this year, he's even lower than that. Jawan Jennings is having a better productive season than Brandon Ayuk is. Jawan Jennings, the guy who signed for what, 2.25 or 2.5, something like that? He's having a better season than Mr. $30 million a year. I'm judging him. I'm judging both of them. And I'll be the first to admit, Brandon Ayuk wasn't perfect last week, but damn, he was all right. He ran some good routes last week, not last year. He ran some good routes. He got open. But Purdy just wasn't calling his number. Brock, I dare you to try that shit today. You can't get away with it today. You won't get away with it today. You got to call his number today. All right, yeah, this game is over. This Vikings game, this is what's happening right now. Why are the Vikings this good, guys? Anyway, sorry, I got Red Zone on in the background. They just keep scoring. Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk, you guys are on notice. This is what it's all about. I don't want to hear that Ayuk missed the preseason, so he's not in shape. We're in week 3 now. He was here with the team. He was in the practices. He knew he needed to be in shape. He's had his 4 weeks. The week off in between games, between week 1 and then these last couple of weeks. He's ready now. I don't want to hear excuses. And I want to be clear. There's one of 2 things that are going to happen today. And there's a third one, but I don't want to entertain that one. But for the sake of what I'm saying right here, there's one of 2 things. The Niners get beat in embarrassing fashion, or they blow out the Rams. And whichever way that ball bounces, all criticisms, critiques, and reviews are valid. If Brock Purdy looks mediocre and looks like Mr. Irrelevant, and Brock Purdy looks bad out there in the loss today, I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, well, you didn't have Debo and you didn't have Kittle and you didn't have – I don't give a damn. I don't care. You didn't have Christian McCaffrey. I don't care. We're going to sit here and we're going to see what this game is, and this game is going to tell us what we need to know about Brock Purdy. Period. Because I'm not willing, personally, and I know it's not me paying the money, I don't want a $60+ million quarterback on my roster if he can't beat up a team as beat up as the Rams. If he can't go out there and slice and dice this team. I don't want there to be any excuses. I don't want anybody saying that, oh, the Rams were desperate. They didn't want to fall to 0-3. We don't want to fall to 1-2. I don't care about that. They want to talk about our injuries. The Rams are just as injured. I don't want to hear about that. I don't care. If Brock Purdy looks mediocre, see, Danny, I disagree. If Brock Purdy looks mediocre in an ugly win, I'm judging him. I want Brock Purdy to look good. Now, what does looking good mean? This is not about stats. I'm not calling for 400 yards. I'm not calling for 8 touchdowns. Nothing crazy like that. Let's be realistic. I want to see decisiveness. I want to see efficient decision making. I want to see protecting the ball. I want to see situational awareness. I want to see him hurrying the guys up to the line sometimes in between plays. I want to see him knowing, hey, we're in field goal range. It's okay to take this sack instead of trying to force the ball into a tight window. I want to see him reading the field and throwing the ball to the appropriate receivers. Targets, tight ends, whatever you want to classify them as, running backs, whoever, juice, fullbacks. I want to see efficient quarterback play. I don't care about the stats. But don't expect us faithful to be pounding our chest for you to make $60 million a year plus, and you make bad mistakes in this game this week. Don't tell me this is the biggest game he's been in. While I agree that this is the most important game that he's been in, this isn't the biggest game. You've played in the Super Bowl. Make the right decisions. Read the field. Situational awareness. Don't throw the ball away or give it away and put the ball in harm's way. I'm not asking for much. Just show me that you are a pro-level NFL quarterback, and I'm all on board. If you got a bunch of drops out there, Brock, I won't hold that against you. Cannot hold that against you. If you're making the right reads, making the right throws and decisions, and your team is letting you down, I'm not going to hold it against you. Now, if Kyle comes out here with the same bullshit play calls, not moving the pocket, not letting Brock move, and we just keep getting beat up on the offensive line, well, Kyle, guess what? I'm still going to say Brock's not the guy, because that means you didn't have faith to call the types of plays to get Brock on the move. So Kyle's stubbornness will end up giving me the answers that I'm looking for and what I need to know about Brock Purdy in his future here. You understand what I'm saying? But there's a flip side, guys. There's a flip side, baby. If Brock Purdy goes out here and slices and dices this team up, this desperate ass team that doesn't want to fall to 0-3, huh? This team that has had this game circled on their calendar since the schedule came out, huh? If Brock Purdy goes out here and puts on an absolute clinic without Debo, without Kittle, huh? Without Christian McCaffrey, with this bullshit offensive line, we better sing some motherfucking praises, y'all. If my man Brock Purdy goes out here and puts on an absolute clinic, he deserves it. He deserves all the praise. Keep playing and earn that contract, but he deserves it. Whichever way you guys fall on this Brock Purdy mindset, there's some people who still say I think he's overrated and he depends too much on the players around him. We're going to find out in this game. We are going to find out in this game if Brock Purdy is only successful because of the supporting cast. If you're down here on this side and you say Brock Purdy is great, it's not him. He's not dependent on these other players around him. It's the system. He operates highly and efficiently in the system. We're going to see it today. Today is going to give us the answers we need to know about Brock Purdy and what the team should do financially for him in the future. This is a division opponent. This is where it starts. This is where it starts. The 49ers' goal isn't to go out there and just beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It starts with making the playoffs. So what's the best way to make the playoffs? Win the division. How do you win the division? 6-0. 5-1. And a couple of outside straggler games, but win the division. It starts internally. Brock, if you can't beat up on this team, I don't care who your weapons are, you aren't the guy. But if you do, without those weapons, you are the freaking man, baby. And I'm going to be the captain of whatever train leaves the station today. I will be heading up that train. I will be the conductor. All aboard, motherfuckers. I will be that guy. Okay. Let me get back to the injury report. How do I get this off my screen? Oh, there it is. Boom. Los Angeles Rams are without Cooper Kupp. Backup quarterback Stetson Bennett. By the way, I'll get back to that later. Running back Cody Schrader. Outside linebacker Brennan Jackson. Offensive lineman Jaron Christian Sr. and tight end Davis Allen. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. These guys are gone. Gone. They're gone. Huh? They're out of here. They're gone. It's all right. It's okay. Jimmy Garoppolo, though. Jimmy Garoppolo has an opportunity to do something here that could really, right? Like right in the side of Kyle, she just get him really good. I saw that Jimmy Garoppolo, because you see Stetson Bennett is out, right? So Jimmy Garoppolo was doing the scout team reps for Brock Purdy. Did y'all hear what I just said? Did y'all hear what I just said? Jimmy Garoppolo was imitating Brock Purdy, preparing the Rams defense for what they are going to get. If this Ram defense comes out here and looks good, kudos to Jimmy Garoppolo. Huh? Jimmy, way to stick it to Kyle Shanahan again, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Huh? Let's go, Jimmy. We got to see what happens. We got to see what happens, man. All right. So those are their inactives. Jimmy Garoppolo is responsible for getting them ready for this game. I don't know how good of a job he's going to do, but I do want to talk about our defense, though. I do want to talk about our defense because our defense has a big, big task here. We have this, stupid thing that we do here in San Francisco when the more injured an opposing offense is, the worse our defense plays, right? You guys just close your eyes and think of a game where you knew, man, wide receiver 1, he's not there. Tight end 1, he's not there. Starting running back, he's injured. Offensive linemen, 2 of them, not playing. And what kind of performance did our 49ers defense do? Mediocre at best. Don't believe me? Just look at last week. Just look at last week. We were 2 Fred Warner turnovers away from getting blown the fuck out by the Minnesota Vikings. Replacement offensive lineman, replacement at skill positions, replacement at quarterback. Look, E. Nice, Arizona, and Colt McCoy, right? We've all seen it. Over and fucking over. We've seen it. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Big Mike, what's going on, big dog? Wish you were in here with me, man. We could have some fun, do some over-unders or something. Just send you the link on Twitter, man. I don't know if you're up for joining the show. Let me know if you want to jump in here before I wrap this thing up, man. We'd love to get your thoughts on some things, But it's how many times do we have to be let down by the 49ers defense? It's both tackles are out of a game. Nick Bosa should go crazy. Right? D Ford should go crazy. These motherfuckers get 0 pressures on the whole game. This team is missing both of their starting wide receivers. Our corners should eat. 320 passing yards given up. Defense. Fred Warner. Where you? Fred. Look me in my eyes, Fred. Fred Warner. Do not let them catch us lacking. Do not play down to the competition today. The Rams want it all. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. Please. I can't say it enough. It's the defense that lets us down. I don't listen. Where'd it go? I just saw this thing. Where'd it go? Someone just said something about no holding calls on Bosa. That's cool. That's fine. That's fine. We're not going to get him. Stop looking for him. Stop expecting him. We're not going to get him. We're not going to get holding calls on Nick Bosa, guys. And that's okay. That's okay. It's not okay, but there's nothing we could do about it. Right? We got to just let that shit go. Sorry, guys. I was trying to send a message to my man. But it's not that it's okay, but so the fuck what? then teach Nick Bosa how to flop so we can get some penalties. You guys want to stay upright and keep fighting through the shit. Throw your hands up and flail if they're going to hold you. Make the refs call it. What I don't want to hear is, oh man, but they were holding Bosa the whole game. What about everybody else? This game in particular, both of our corners, Mooney Ward, you're playing today. Your ass better shine. You better look good, bro. Today, I don't know which one of y'all are covering quick-ass Tutu Atwell, but cover his ass. Come on now. Niners, stop having this fucking pride where you can't ask the refs for a flag. Like y'all can't complain and whine about it. Y'all get held and go right back to the line of scrimmage. But let's just say the refs didn't see it. How are they supposed to know to look for it then? I'm not talking about some pregame speech bullshit where Kyle says, hey, just want to let you know that these guys are going to be holding my guy. No, in the act of the play, start flailing your arms and yelling. It worked for everybody else in the NFL. Let it work for us. See? And Daniel, I'm with you. Let his ass sit out. But no, he want to play. I don't want no excuses. I want no excuses. My man Barkley is going to single-handedly win this fantasy game for me. He's single-handedly going to win this game for me. Mooney should have sat his ass out. But they got him in there. No excuses. Defensive line, get your shit together. Floyd. Is it Floyd or Lloyd? It's Floyd. What's his name? Look at this. Leonard Floyd. Listen to me. Hear me. Hear me clearly. I'm not going to zoom in because you look like you might whoop my ass. So I'm not going to zoom in. Not saying that Fred Warner would whoop my ass, but we look too much alike. I think Fred would give me like this twinsy discount on the ass whooping thing, right? But Leonard looked like he'll tear my ass up. So pause. Listen to me, Leonard. I saw some plays last week. You looked a little, how do I say this in a way that 49er fans will understand? Maybe you might not catch it. You looked a little Mike McGlinchey-ish out there a couple times last week. I don't want to see that no more, bro. I don't want to see it no more. Get your weight up, not your hate up. Come on now. That's not what we brought you in here for. Huh? We brought you in here to play a vertical game. Should never be horizontal and parallel with the ground, bro. This way. Not this way. All right? Come on, man. I'm not asking for much. Mr. Floyd, respectfully speaking, I need you to get it together, big dog. All right? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready down there, man. So I'm just saying, Mr. Floyd, please hold your ground, hold your position. Don't let us down. This could be a big game for you. Mike, you ready? Thumbs up. Oh, there we go. My man Mike is in the building, man. Mike, what's going on, baby?
What's up, man?
Listen, bro, another day, another dollar. You know what I mean? I'm out here just trying to get it. Oh, look. They said Hargrave. Mike, I saw some things from this defensive line. I wasn't too happy about them. But it's some scary guys on that defensive line. I don't want the smoke. But man, oh man, are they not doing what they're supposed to? The Eagles are going to win this game.
I was about to give you some crap for what you were about to say earlier when you were like, this defense never does something. And then when you said, whenever somebody's out on the other team, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Context. No. The defense will play a great game, right? They go crazy sometimes. But let the opposing team be beat up. We'd be like, oh, we don't have to play defense at all. We don't have to show up, right? And Kyle does the same thing, right? We could go up against a team with 2 replacement corners and a free safety. Kyle come out and run the ball 48 times. And we'll struggle in that game. Bro, if you don't cook that secondary, every other offensive coordinator will be licking his chops to take advantage of something like that. Kyle just won't do it. I don't understand. I don't know what it is. We play down to the level of the competition on both sides of the ball for some reason. We have to stop doing that. Save that shit for the team that used to be out here in the Bay. That's some Raiders type shit. Not us. We don't do that. That's not how we're supposed to play. That's not how it's supposed to be.
I said, unfortunately, we do now.
I don't know what to do. So, Mike, man, give me your thoughts, man. How are you feeling about this game? Your level of confidence on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, yeah, we're going to lose this one. 10 being, Mike, go to sleep now. Bet the mortgage on it. Wake up. You'll be a happy man. Like, how are you feeling?
I don't know. I've been feeling weird recently. Like, I'm normally I'm more confident, but I'm not that confident these days for some reason. I don't know what it is. Because normally, even when we lose, I'm like, okay, well, we lost that game. We'll figure it out. But now I'm just like, for some reason I'm worried. I don't know why I'm worried.
Well, I don't want to speak for you, but the Niners have kind of looked out of sorts, right? Debo ain't quite Deboing the way that we want to see him. He's had a couple plays here and there. We know Ayuk ain't Ayukin, right?
Yeah.
And we CMC not even dressing. He hasn't dressed for I want y'all to – Christian McCaffrey hasn't done anything for the 49ers since the Super Bowl. It's a long time. That's a long time. It's a long time. George, God bless him. He's trying. I'm knocking on wood for this guy. He's trying. George Kittle tries. He tries. Trent's out there, but Trent didn't look too hot. Trent had one of the worst games I've ever seen Trent Williams have, and that's after the Super Bowl where everybody said that was his worst game of his career. I didn't feel that he was that bad in the Super Bowl. I wasn't happy with it. But I didn't think that it was his worst game of his career. But damn, did he get cooked after that Super Bowl loss. This past game, hey, Trent, how you look better after holding out in week 1 than you did in week 2 and practicing all week long? I just didn't understand it. Look at the Giants. All right, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry because I hate trying to multitask. Mike, I want to ask you about Brock Purdy, man. Did you hear my rant about Brock Purdy and my expectations for him this game?
No, I missed it. I got it.
Well, I'll give you the short version of it. There's 2 trains at the station right now. The first train is Brock Purdy goes out here and looks great. Not stats related. I'm talking decision making, efficiency, situational awareness, so on and so forth. Right? Brock Purdy goes out here and he looks great. He is going to be the guy that looks like he deserves that $60+ million contract next year. The other train that's at the station is Brock Purdy goes out here and looks absolutely terrible. And what some of the faithful have been saying is that he's a product of the Avengers and the supporting cast. My response to that is I'm going to be the conductor of one of these trains when it leaves the station, and this game is going to be when I decide which train I'm getting on. What say you? How do you feel about Brock Purdy overall and in general? And then tell me how you think he's going to do today.
Overall, I mean, normally I'm cool with him. The stuff he does some stuff that you don't expect him to do from where he was drafted. But I know last week's game killed me with the fumbling throw that he did, and I'm like, what is he doing? Doesn't seem like him. So it's hard, especially knowing that he's getting to that point now where he could start looking for a big contract. You think he'd want to go out there and play better and pretty much force the 49ers to give him a big contract. But right now he's not doing it.
Yeah.
He was okay in the first game. I don't remember being too upset with him in the first game, but the Vikings game, I was like, I don't know what's happening.
See, and winning kind of cures all.
I'm so worried. It's Ayuk's not playing like he normally would, which makes sense with him holding out. Trent not playing like he normally does, same reason.
Now,
and
see, like when we watch the games, we got to keep all that in context, right? Like if Brock Purdy's standing tall and delivering on time and in rhythm, and they're dropping the ball, I'm never going to hold that against him.
Yeah.
Right? If the offensive line isn't giving him time, he snaps the ball and there's someone in his lap right away, I'm not going to hold that against him. But what I will hold against him, like you said, is was it a pump and the ball just can't? I don't even know what it was. That fumble interception that they couldn't decide on which way to call it and rule it. Who gives a shit? Like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? Standing in the pocket too long and getting happy feet, just standing in there.
If somebody would have tipped it, it would have been different, but it just came out of his hand. Because when I first saw it right away, it seemed like, maybe somebody tipped it and that's why they were able to intercept it. It was short. But when they show the replay and you see it just come out of his hand while he's going forward, I'm like, why did he lose grip on it?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't raining or anything. It was just a weird. Anyway, so he's been up and down, and by the way, in every single game this kid plays in, he makes some phenomenal throws. He hits guys in stride. He throws the spots before guys make their cuts. I mean, it's damn impressive. I mean, it's top tier quarterbacking when he's on.
Yeah, when he threw the juice, that was great.
Come on.
The one that
right?
Garoppolo would have overthrown him or something, but he made it.
Yeah. Even the one to Debo, who was standing on the sideline all by himself, all the way across the field, right? And Debo almost went out of bounds. Don't get me started on that. But, again, Debo not quite Deboing, right? But that throw all the way back over to the left, boom, right there. Way to read the field. Way to see the guy standing down there, like just opening for the first down. Beautiful. Great decision-making. But then there's other times it's like, I just don't know. Maybe we're being too hard on him. Is Kyle doing too much? E. Nice says here, honestly, Mike, I'm looking at Kyle today. He wants to judge Kyle based off of what we see today. I don't know if I'm against that. What say you?
That makes sense because it does seem like whenever somebody's out, especially Debo, he doesn't know what to do. It's like he no longer knows how to call plays anymore. It's weird.
So, do you think that there's a chance Kyle Shanahan comes out here and blows the Rams out?
There's always a chance. That would be great. I'd be happy.
Let me ask it this way. What would be more beneficial? Ooh, I got a good question. What would be more beneficial for the Niners in the long run? Shanahan comes out here and puts up 40-plus points on this Rams team with just Brandon Ayuk and Juwan Jennings, right? Like no Debo, no Kittle, no CMC, or keeping it close at all game. We never look like we're in trouble, and we just go out there and get the safe win without showing up too much. What do you think is more beneficial to the Niners in the long run?
I'm going to say the blowout's probably more beneficial.
Why? Because I think I'm agreeing with you. I like that. I love that answer, but I need to know why you feel that way. Hold on, wait. Don't answer it yet. Hold on, wait. He said, blow them the F out. I like it. Yes. Okay. Tell us why.
I think it's more beneficial because it proves that he can do this without some of the guys that you think he normally needs, like Debo or CMC. Because originally I thought it was just Debo. If he's out, then it's a problem for Kyle. But it seems CMC is a problem too, except for the first week. But then again, I think it worked out perfectly that all the running we did with Jordan Mason was enough. But it seemed like in week 2, it was like when he started getting stopped, we didn't have anything else to do. We didn't know what to do. Debo was there.
Right.
And it kills me that Ayuk was open as much as he was, and he just wasn't being thrown the ball. Maybe it's because him and Brock haven't had a chance to practice with each other or something, but it's weird because normally Brock looks for him.
Yeah. It was very strange. Didn't like it. I think a blowout would be the most dangerous thing. Imagine if Brock Purdy exits this game with like 8 different people having a reception, right? Like 2 touchdowns to just random cowing.
Yeah.
Like someone not named Jennings, Conley. Yeah, like imagine, right? And then it's like, and that's without all these other big name star high paid players. And when they come back, it's like, man, how do we prepare for that? It'll remind the league of why the Niners are so good and so dangerous. because through the first 2 weeks, it's just been I don't know. I haven't seen it. I got some over-unders for you really quick, and then we're going to get out of here. We got about 15 minutes before the game starts, so we'll get out of here soon. Some over-unders. I haven't been able to do this much. Tony would come on every once in a while, but this was really Nick's thing, and I thought that was always a cool segment that we did heading into the game. I'll throw some numbers at you. Hopefully I can make them a little complicated, but I don't know, man. You're a witty guy, so you might just fire back at me really quick. So here we go. Let's start out. Over-under total completions for Brock Purdy at total completions 22.5.
22.5. I'll say over. I don't want him to throw a lot, but 22.5 is not that bad in my opinion. So throwing like 23, 24, 25 isn't terrible, I don't think.
Not attempts. I'm talking about completions. So that's the thing. Okay. I like that. I see an under in there from Ben. I see an over from Forever Blessed. Okay, you're going over. All right. Here we go. Let me see. Rushing attempts for Mason. I'm going to set it at 17.5.
That seems low.
Oh. Easy over?
Yeah, I'm going to say over.
That's okay.
I'm one of those people that like the 30, 35 time runs a game kind of guy. Then again, it doesn't have to be all Mason.
Aha. Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. We might see some Garindo mixed in here. He got his first NFL carry. Didn't do shit with it, but he got his first carry last week. We got Juice who might try. I don't know. They might try to do some end around stuff with Jennings. We've seen Jennings do some of that stuff for Debo. I don't know. I mean, now, we lost Mike. We'll wait for him to come back in here. He'll come back. It looked like maybe his laptop died or something. But while we're waiting for him to come back, let me change the background really quick. I wanted to remind people on the carries that Jordan Mason has had so far throughout this season, because the 17.5 does sound low when you step back and look at it, right? Like he's got 48 rushing attempts already. So that is, he's at 20 against Minnesota and 28 against the Jets, right? So like, yeah. Those are low numbers. 17.5 is a very, very low number when you look at it that way. 20 against Minnesota, 28 against the Jets. So I do understand how 17.5 feels low, but I just feel like Kyle might try to mix it up a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I like it. The safe money is on the over, though. I agree with you guys there. All right, here we go. Now we're going to get hard. Pause. Targets to this guy right here, Brandon Ayuk. Just targets. 7.5.
That's got to be more than that. It has to be.
Are you serious?
I would think so. If Brock's going to have 25, let's say 25 completions, right, from your first over and under, I would hope Ayuk gets more than 7 of them. I mean, it's cool to spread it around too, but he's the number one right now.
He's supposed to be the number one every damn week, right? But I hear you. I see what you're saying, but there's no Kittle and all that stuff, so I'm with you. Okay. All right, so that was an easy one also. All right. Okay. I like that, and I agree with you. That should be the case. Do you think he's going to get double-digit targets this game?
I don't know if he is. I'm just saying he probably should.
He should. Okay, but they should also be bracketing him, right? If there's one person on this team to double right now.
Oh, yeah, he's the one to double.
So they could take him away. He might end up playing 5 targets in this game.
Yeah, you're right. It might not be that many. I mean, unless we start forcing it, but then that could be a problem too.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll see at the 7.5. We'll see. I got you here. Touches. Total touches for Kyle Juszczyk. I'm going to set the bar at 2.5. Low bar, right? Is that low?
That's a good one. I want to go more, but then I'm like, the problem I have with Juszczyk is I don't really trust him running the ball that much.
Yeah, and you shouldn't.
Pass catcher person.
Mm-hmm.
And without Kittle being there, he probably going to have to stand and block
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Ben
gonna say,
didn't catch it.
under.
Ben-
Even though it's a low number, I'm going to say under.
It can't be a push forever blessed because that's why I throw the halves in there. 2.5 over under for touches for Kyle Juszczyk in this game.
Yeah, I'll say
Kyle
under.
Juszczyk.
I'm going to say under.
Okay.
I'll be petty about it, and I'll say it's 2 because you had 2.5. So under is 2. There you go.
It's a tough one. All right. Here we go. Juwan Jennings. Over under 4.5 receptions. Jennings.
4.5. I'm going to say under.
I feel like I set that low.
It's low, but I'm still going to say under because I think they're going to throw to more people.
Ooh, okay. Let's try to figure out where Mike is. Okay, here we go. Chris Conley. Over under. I'm going to give you the same number. 4.5 receptions.
Over. I'll throw more.
I like this. Okay. You ready? Jacob Cowing. Over under 2.5 receptions.
Over.
What if I said 4.5 for Jacob Cowing?
Then I would say under.
Okay. All right. I thought
I'm right in between there.
that 3 area, right? Like that feels like the sweet spot. I like you. Okay. I'm with that. All right. Here we go. No George Kittle. Okay. Total targets to tight ends in this game. Over under 4.5.
Under.
Mm.
I don't think they're going to throw a lot to the tight end.
No Tungus touches. Okay.
He might get
All
some,
right.
but it's not going to be a lot.
I got you. Here, last one for the over-under here for the offense, and we'll switch it to the defense. Over-under Brock Purdy rushing yards. I'm going to set it at 12.5 rushing yards.
I'll say over.
Wait, why did they say if Cowling plays? He hurt?
I hope not. I feel like everyone's
What?
popping up.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
No, I saw the inactive list. He wasn't inactive.
I was surprised to hear that Bosa had some kind of injury. I was like, when did this happen?
Yeah, bro. Everything is happening when no one's like touching them. It's the weirdest shit ever. It's like, hey, guys, let's go get some ice cream.
That video of last week, I said, this team is so weird that they'll get out of a game and they'll say nobody's hurt, and then a day or two, a bunch of people are hurt, and you're like, where did it come from?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's only our team. Everybody else knows right away somebody's hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the strangest thing ever. All right, I'm going to give you just a couple of them real quick for the defense, and we'll get out of here. All right. Do you want to join for the live watch thing also? I forgot to ask you that.
I can, yeah.
All right, I'll send you that link as well.
Send me anything last week. I was looking for it because after the first week that I missed it, I thought you said it for the Vikings game, but you didn't. I mean, I have IPTV, so I can watch it regardless.
That's what I watch it on anyway, but that's what we stream it through anyway.
Watching it with you, I mute the TV and then watch it with you guys at the same time, so it's kind of like
yeah, we'll get it. All right, I'll send that to you also, man. Absolutely. All right, defense really quick here. Over under is going to be set at 0.5 forced fumbles by Fred Warner, which means he literally gets one or none.
Over.
Gonna take the over. Fred's gonna get another peanut punch here. Okay. All right. Over under interceptions by Matt Stafford. I'm gonna set it at 1.5.
Under.
Interesting. Okay. That's mysterious. You can still get an interception, but he won't get two. Okay, I like that.
He might get one, but not necessarily two.
Total rushing yards allowed. No, forget rushing. Total yards allowed by the 49ers in this game. Over under. We gave up over 400 last week. Let's set this one at 285.5.
285.5. I'll say over.
We're going to give up more than that. I don't know
Not much more than that, but more than that.
Yeah. Well, if
you would have said 400 like last week, I would have said under.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want it to be that high. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's tough, man. That is tough. I feel like if we're giving them 300 yards of offense, that's too much for a team this damn beat up. And this goes back to what I was saying about playing down to the competition.
Yeah.
And if that happens, like something's got to give.
Hey,
Staley,
I'm wrong.
Sorensen.
I just have a feeling that they'll still give up a little bit,
and no, I think you might be right.
There's not that much.
Right.
If you split between rushing and passing, it's not that much.
It's not. It's not at all. It's not at all. But I would like to see a stifling defense come out here and put up a hell of a performance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to see us go out there and do something crazy. Like what did we do against the Jets? That Jets game, I don't think we gave up 300 yards of offense. I'd be surprised if we gave up 250.
Yeah, I don't think. Let me see. Much.
We gave up. Aaron Rodgers passed for 167. Brees ran for 54. What was the total? Let me see team stats here. Yeah, 266 yards.
Yeah,
that's all we gave up. Like, that's the kind of game I want to see. I want to see them struggle. Get close to 200 passing yards, less than 100 rushing yards. Let's do it. Let's do that and get out of here. So
that's what I want.
All right.
I don't know that it's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, anything else you want to share with the faithful before we get out of here, man? We're going to go ahead and go. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate you jumping in here with me, man. Thank you so much. And then we're going to head on over to Patreon, but anything else that you want to share before we go?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, guys, listen, man, I'm looking forward to see what Nick Bosa can do in this game. I want to see what Leonard Floyd can do in this game. Fred Warner, we had our talk already. Don't let me down. And Brock Purdy, I'm judging the fuck out of you after this game. I'm getting on the train. I will be the conductor, and I'm going to be loud for the rest of the season when it comes to your contract and what I think you deserve going forward. Not ashamed of it. Don't let me down. I believe in you, kid. All right, that's going to do it. We will see you guys. If you guys don't know, head on over to patreon.com. We are just getting started. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. $5 tier and up for the next piece of action that's happening over there. All right, and we'll see you guys. Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. We're out of here. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing